All right, all right, all right. It has been a while since I've really been in the lab. It has been a while since I've actually really sat down and prototyped something new. It might seem like a very simple thing, but I am really happy with how this turned out. This is version 6. It's been sketched out a million times, and I've never really loved the concept. And I said, I'm just going to sit down and make this happen. So over the holidays, the last 4 or 5 days, I've just been making these, doing a reiterating. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about the process. So diving into like design aesthetics for me and sort of design principles, it's super important for me to have simple things. I don't like extras, I don't like Velcro, I don't like things that are gonna break, I don't like things that wear out with time. I don't like things to be clunky, I like elegant, simple solutions. This is why I don't use zippers, they always break. This is why I don't use buttons, they're bulky, leave a pressure point, scratch your stuff. This was surprisingly difficult to get to, but I am so happy with this closure. Look at that. Look at that. That's just a simple little tab that hooks in itself and then tightens up on itself. You see that? This is version 6. So a couple days ago I sat down and I said, I'm going to figure this out. I originally made this and had a little hook closure and instantly knew that it wasn't going to work. So I went back to the drawing board and this is what came up. We've done these a few times in the past on a couple different items. It's a little pull tab that slides through. It's a wedge shape. So it's really nice because it doesn't wear out. But I really don't like how this would wrap around. So on this version, I hated how it looked actually when I did this. I rounded off the tip and then made a little spot for that to dip into. And it was getting closer to what I was liking. It was cleaner, it was almost there. So, but I wasn't quite happy with it. So as I was having breakfast, I started sketching out some different shapes that maybe could work for this. And as I was sketching it out, something sort of clicked. I'm like, what if I do like one slot and then like 2 of these, one pointing this way and one pointing that way. So I reached them and pulled them through the slot, made my flat. And that was kind of an exciting, cool idea for me. And I got super excited about it. And then as I came into the studio and I started to draw it, it occurred to me that if I just did one flap on the top that would go down and one flap that would go up, I could have them overlapping and they would sit on each other. So that's when I made this. And the idea was that there'd be a little flap here and that would kind of sit. And it's okay, but through making it, I realized that if that sits tight, it's a really nice little secure fastener. So I banged out another one, I readjusted it, and this was almost perfect. This was so close. It was off by like 1/4 of an inch. So I did it, but it would sit a little bit loose, which I didn't like. So this is the final version. I am super hyped with it. It lays flat. There's no stitching. It just gets cut out and then perfectly works. The shape of it and the distance and the positioning allows everything to line up perfectly. Really easy to open and close it, but yet secure. So I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Do you use laptop cases? What size laptop do you have? Do you think that this is something you would use? How would you change it? What do you think about this? These aren't in production yet because it's basically just prototyping. I'm really excited to release them, but we still have to do the design for the 13-inch and the 15-inch and possibly 11-inch. And then go into production. So we're probably a couple weeks away. So we will be releasing this through our mailing list. So if you're not on the mailing list, definitely get on that and pay attention to the emails we send out. I'm excited about this design. I'm going to use it myself. I used to be using this thing, which is kind of cool, but I have a brand that makes amazing leather goods. Like, I can't be using this thing. All right, guys, thanks again. As always, I appreciate it. I love you. Drop a comment, send me a DM, email me, whatever. I'd love to hear what you think of this new design.